When you look around, look how high you're soaring. Okay, you guys, look. First of all, it's your turn to hold on. You gotta get that courage. It's your turn to act like a success. Think like a success in order to become the best. Good morning. Act like a success. Think like a success in order to become the best. I made some grits and some eggs style. You got a different kind of time. One night when your dreams come true, everybody say you're different. And you smile cause you're winning. You smile cause you're winning. Good morning. Good night. Good evening. Come in. In order to become the best, you gotta act like a success. Hello. Let me know where you're watching from right now, even on the replay. Where you at? Where you at? Even if you're nervous, hey, it's your turn to. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, baby? Hands up if you're with it. It's your turn to. Even if you're nervous, all you gotta do, let's go. It's all up to you. Here you're in the house, Michigan in the house. Happy Friday. Come on in, people. Listen. Act like it. Act like it. Houston. I'm so Texas. What's up, baby? We got grits. We got eggs. We got butter toast. Get the lights. It's why I don't buy stuff like this. You know, I can't buy this kind of stuff because I will eat this every day. You understand what I'm saying? But my body would be like mad at me. A lot of Houstonians in the building. That was my song called Act Like a Success. Get it everywhere. Stream it, stream it, stream it. Act like a success everywhere. How do we feel today? How do we feel today? Fly girl, how you feeling? Nawazi, how you feeling? What are you creating? What are you unleashing? What do you expect today? What do you expect today? Louisiana in the building. Darian, I miss you so much. I love you, baby. What's up, Felicia? Sis, you inspired my dinner tonight. I'm going to the steakhouse because I'm going to need some good crab meat. I want a good crab. That looks so good, sis. I have not been to that restaurant. I didn't get to go before I left Dallas. And the reservation be crazy. How do you feel today? I want to talk to you just really quickly about the fact that you get to decide how your day will be. You get to decide how your day will be. You get to decide how your day will be. So often especially, I don't know if you grew up how I grew up, but we used to be like, you know, God is good. And everybody be like all the time. And they be like all the time. And you be like, God is good. Right? Now, you can get so numb and used to saying that in a bad time, you forget that that's still law. Let me say that again. You can get so used to saying things that, you know, you used to saying it. So it really don't even register that even when I feel like things are not going my way, God is still good. And that's still law. God is still good all the time. And so here's the thing. When things aren't going the way that I desire, making sure that I'm practicing, first of all, just observing what's happening without like being so attached. When I'm so attached, then I miss things that God wants me to get. Because also the things that I see in my life are a reflection of what I'm thinking. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. And also I get to prophesy over my day every day. I get to declare and claim how I'm feeling, how my day will go. Now, you may claim that today's going to be amazing. And then something happens and you're like, oh my God, it's happening again. So it's not going to happen. Well, then this not some type of like, it's not just hype. You have to learn to live in the space of truly understanding God is good all the time. So that means even when I don't see good right now in my day, that is still the truth. And the same thing, you use that same concept for everything, like everything in every category of your life. You live from the space of what you're declaring and what you're prophesying over your mind, over your body, over your health, over your business. Come on, somebody. If you just want to have good times when the good times come, and you only want to claim good times when it's like a good time, and you have not practiced your declarations and your way of being when it don't make sense, it's why the pandemic hits and then everybody crushes and cracks like in falls. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you guys this all the time. If you're new, hello, hi, I'm Lakeisha Michelle from LakeishaMichelle.com. Okay. Here's the thing. Everybody done been through something. I got grits in on the roof of my mouth. Everybody, I'm almost done, y'all. I had made grits and eggs, and I'm stuffed. But everybody done been through something. And at the end of the day, there's always going to be some type of tragedy, some type of irritation, right? And so, because I know that to be true, I don't have to let those things control me. I'm going to react. I'm going to have emotions. I'm going to cry. I'm going to be feeling all the different things. But my ability to bounce back, my ability to reframe what I'm seeing, and what I'm saying is why my life is the way that it is. I wake up and I declare over my day. Oh, all right, Felicia. When I get back to Dallas, we're going. Because that food looks amazing. And so when I typed earlier on Facebook and I said, today will amaze me in a wonderful way, there is no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it. I have an expectancy on my day, every day, by the way. And some of you guys, you don't have expect. You're just going through life. You put no demand on your day, on yourself, on what you expect from yourself, on how you show up to this day, and from the people around you. If you don't want a mediocre life, but you fill your day with mediocre people, thinking about and talking about mediocre things, I don't want no mediocre. I don't want no mediocre. Yeah, so the problem with commenting on Facebook, so let me tell y'all something. I should be live streaming from my business Facebook page. I'm answering a comment. Right now, I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you're watching me on Facebook and you can't comment, it's my fault. Because I should be on my business page, but I'm not. And so if you're not my friend, then you can't comment. And I have no interest in going and adding all those thousands of people waiting to be my friend, because I just feel like that's weird. Like, it's not that I don't want to add you as my friend, but that's my personal page. Although I don't use it for anything but business. The proper thing to do is use your business page, which I'm going to start to do. So Facebook.com/I am Lakeisha Michelle is my business page. Because what happens is my personal Facebook gets overcrowded. So I get to 5,000 friends, and then I see people on my timeline, I be deleting them, and then space opens back up, and then more people come, but then I have to like wait. It's like too much. It makes no sense. I just need to do the like page. Wonderful question. First of all, let me stop smacking. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm really not sorry, because I'm eating and talking. So naturally, this is why you ain't supposed to eat and talk. But here we are. Let me tell you something. Them grits and the man, babe, I'm a country girl, and I be so proud when I cook my food, and you can taste all your roots. Anyway. Where are you? I'm at my house. This is my home, my little glam room. This is my glam room, darling. I'm at my home. So here's the deal. Great question. How do you steer a customer conversation away from them ranting and venting? So first of all, people even know, like, you cannot come to me ranting and venting because I don't create the space for that. And so your environment and your conversation, like, it's always speaking. And so when you have an energy of peace and you simply just redirect, like if somebody's venting and you just continually look for the positive, they're going to get the hint that you're just not available to listen to and they're not wrong for venting. They're not wrong for, they're not wrong, but it's like, I don't want to fill my space with that. So I'm consistently shifting the focus. So it's reframing, right? It's reframing. Everything is about reframing. Most things are about reframing. Like, if somebody's being negative and venting, how can I reframe this so that we get to, first of all, a solution so that they can be happy? Like, I genuinely care about you and I want you to be happy, and I'm happy. So I would love to spread this happiness to you. So, you empathize, you don't make them feel bad for venting and complaining, but then you look at what's the reframe, and what happens is somebody who just wants to vent, they're going to shut up because you haven't made it a space where they can just go on and on. You're looking for solutions. So when somebody doesn't want solutions, they typically go talk to somebody else, right? And they may say you acting funny, or they may say whatever, but if you're not acting funny, then it's no big deal. But I'm constantly, even when someone's talking, like, my conversation is not just going to be this happened and this happened and this happened. That's not my conversation. So they already know she's not the person I can call for all of that, because that's not her standard. Now, it takes time for people to recognize that within you, because maybe you were the person that they can vent to, and maybe you did have a space where they can, talk trash in, and now you're not available for it. And so love them, smile, and then shift the conversation. And you just shift. And always remember, guys, nothing is, if we just stop making things good or bad, we could really coexist, like in our own little personal communities. I went somewhere and you can tell they ain't not used to hanging with Black people. I'm in Pittsburgh. Trump, all the Trump stuff is around here, and it's like, you can tell that it's very, whatever. And here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stop being me. I'm not going to stay in my house and hide. And I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be wise. But also, and what if that wasn't the rule? What if there just wasn't a space? Like, and everybody like just chilled out and like focused on things that were actually like things that you care about. You realize we all care about the same thing. So much so that all those people were just like, oh my God, we love you. We want you to come back. We want you. Of course. Because all of the stuff, people, the media and everything that's happening, it trains you to be defensive and to just be looking to prove a point and pick a side and all this kind of stuff. You and I watching me right now, there are things that I believe that you don't believe, but we should be able to coexist. I respect you. Some of you guys are into witch stuff and wizardry stuff and crystals and Buddha shooter Muda. Y'all into all of that. I ain't mad at you. I ain't about to lose no sleep over you, and I'm not going to try to pick a fight with you or prove to you that Jesus is better than what you're doing. Because if you just follow me, darling, you'll actually understand that that's the attraction. And also, like, who cares? Like, you grown. You have choice. We all have choice. I chose this way. You chose that way. It doesn't mean that we should be like this. That's the problem with these elementary things that we're experiencing in the world. Like little kids. And you watch a bunch of people, like a lot of the people that were protesting, they're hurt people. They want to belong to something. And so it's like, oh, let me go fight on the behalf of the Black people. Let me go fight on the behalf of the white people. It's all stupid, in my opinion. And you may disagree, because I think that you can get change and you can get into laws and systems and all of that stuff without all of this nonsense. Folks just want to fight and be in the streets and prove something. Boo! Let me tell you what I'm proving. To me, that I'm like amazing and that I can have whatever I desire in this life and that my world gets to be great no matter what's happening in the world. And the way that I'm gonna prove it is I'm just gonna be E. I'm not going to be arguing back and forth or like whatever. But anyway, so the thing is, you get what you're available for. So if you have a space, hey boo. So if you have a space where, people just know. Even when people come to my house, they'll look up and be like, I'm so relaxed, because I have a vibe of just like rest and relax and luxuriate. That's the standard. And so that's all you're going to get. And even when people find themselves going to the negative side, they be like, let me just be quiet, because I'm just not available for it. And it doesn't make you good or bad. And I'm not mad at you because that's what you're available for. Like, I don't care. So it's also like there is a version of selfishness that's really, really good. Like, you need to be selfish enough to not be taking stuff personal. So-and-so that speaks to me today, I don't care. Because honestly, you got to remember that people got stuff that they going through. So it's very selfish of me to think that you not speaking to me actually had to do with me. Like, I don't know, you could have been getting beat up last night, child. You could be on your last 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? You could have, your mama could be dying. Your folks could be sick. You could be trying to, so you and me, I have a lot going on, and so do you. So as soon as we actually respect that, we just be doing better as a society. Like, I don't believe in world peace, because I think that's just nonsense. I believe that everything that we experience that's greatness now came out of a solution necessary because of problems, and that's how we evolve. So problems will always be. It's going to always be a problem. The reason we have products and services is because people are solving problems. Like, and it doesn't have to be deep problems. Like, this is a problem that was solved. I prefer bedazzled versus like the basic AirPod case. And so someone created a solution for a person like me. Oh, now my Bluetooth is messing up my AirPod, my Instagram. But you know what I'm saying? Like, a problem could be deep or not deep. But I mean, everything is developed from problems. Like, sticky notes solve a problem. This water bottle solves a problem. And so we need problems to evolve. Does that make sense? What a great resolution. What a great revelation. I mean, it's like, if you really just look at it that way, and you really just say, okay, problems are meant to bring me more amazingness. Tiki, yes, I need to go on my like page. So make sure y'all go to my Facebook page and go to facebook.com/Lakeisha Michelle, because then I'm going to show up there. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to start going on Facebook Live on my business page, but we have to build up the engagement. So, oh, by the way, I'm doing a tech class. I'm doing a horrible job telling you guys about this. I am doing a horrible, horrible job telling you guys about my tech class, because I forgot. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. And I didn't forget. I kind of forgot. But then, I don't know. Let me give you all a link. Okay, so this tech class is for those of you that are ready to finally understand the internet world so that you can create things without tech overwhelm. So a lot of you guys want to, one of the things I get all the time is, I need a landing page. Just the clarity of what these things mean. A lot of you have been buying things after website after website. You're buying tool after tool. But because you don't have clarity of what these tools mean and the jobs that they will actually help you accomplish, you're going in circles, and it's taking you forever to do something that should take you 5 minutes. Does that make sense? When I say, so you need an understanding, because there's a lot of words that are being thrown around on the internet. You need to understand the basis of what these things mean, so that then when you have an idea, you don't get tripped up by sexy internet language, funnels, landing pages, niche, market. You don't get tripped up by these things, because then you go, oh, you have to learn to start thinking in the terms of, what button do I push to get this result, right? Because there's a gazillion ways to get the result. So what happens is you get overwhelmed. But if you can always think from a place of simplicity, a lot of creation. I'm an entrepreneur, you guys. I have digital products. I sell physical products. I have sold websites, mobile applications, consulting services, video consulting services, hairstyles, makeup contracts, you name it. Like, I love sales and marketing, and I love business. Okay. A lot of the fears that people have also in their business is just because they are scared to sell stuff. But that's another story for a different day. But a lot of you now know that you need to be online and you want to flourish online. And in order to do so, you need to understand how this internet world works. So what I'm putting together for you is a class. It's actually a bundle of different videos, and it's called I Am Tech Savvy. Okay? Now, I started to only make it for women because it sounded cuter to be like, a girl name. But I know that there's a lot of fellas in my tribe. They were like, really, Keisha? We want to go to. So here's what this is going to consist of. First of all, I'm going to show you how to think so that you can stop freaking out. Because a lot of you guys are sitting on your products and services, and I'm going to tell you right now, some of the best businesses were built during pandemics and like crisis. And so you either get to be the person who thinks about it and never does it, and then you look up and you see someone else doing it, or you can be the person that when you get an idea, you can move efficiently because you understand what button to click. Does that make sense? Now, I teach several types of classes. This class came to me because one of the things I get all the time is like, Keisha, I need a landing page or my email list or, all these different things that are technical, but a lot of times you don't need everything all at once. And so what I'm going to do for you is clarify the things that people also prefer to be blurry to you because it makes you buy stuff that you don't need. And yes, everything I talk about, you can Google or you can just take the shortcut. So never feel guilty about what you also sell because it's a business and you get to do that. Anyway, because some of you guys have a problem with like creating digital things because you're like, well, they can Google it. But people like to hear it from the person that they connect to. It hit different. That's like when my mama told me something, but then my auntie told me. It hit better when my auntie told me. So then I wanted to actually take action because it came from my auntie. God bless you. I just want to live on Instagram. Mommy Get Your Piece says, I am tech savvy. So good. Yes. Because one of the things that I get, and I've been online for 10 years, and everybody just keeps on sending me messages as if I'm going to celebrate you for this statement saying that you're not tech savvy. Keisha, once I figure it out, what are you talking about? Remember, I did a live stream yesterday. Either you are doing it or you're not. Either you're like the whole trying thing is not really a thing if you're not tracking it. Someone gave it a beautiful example. I think it was Drea on my Facebook because I did a live stream about trying. And she said something that was really cool that I really liked. She said that she was somewhere and some mentor or somebody, I don't know. They put the pen or pencil on the table and they said, try and pick it up. And so she went to pick it up and they said, no, put it down. Try and pick it up. And so then she went to pick it up. And it's like, it speaks to the action in the try. Like your try needs to look like you picking that pen up versus like looking at it and saying, I'm trying to figure out how to pick up this pen. That's what most people are doing. So this class is going to be really good. I'm going to share all of the stuff, all of the techie things that everybody always wants to talk about. I'm going to share with you guys how I make my podcast, how I make my website, the different landing pages and what that even means. The ring lights, the tripods, all the plugs, understanding how easy it is to build your email list with Zoom webinars. Oh my gosh. Like there's just so much that you can do. And also quick ways to get you paid because there's a lot of ways to get paid now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say you want to launch something tomorrow and you need to you're like, oh, what page do I use? What link? Hi, husband. If you get freaked out about that stuff, this class is going to help you learn how to think and calm the heck down. Folks need to calm down. Calm down. Get you some grits, girl. Calm down. Be calm because you cannot think when you're freaking out. Like you just really can't. It's not a good look. It's really not a good look. So if you calm down, and here's a bigger thing about the tech savvy. Fear comes from the unknown and the uncertainty. So you really want to be a person that develops you really want to be a person that develops the mentality of whatever I don't know, I can figure it out. Like I was just texting my friend and I list out all the things I want to get done. And even my physical products, what I didn't know I have figured it out. And so I'm developing one now, and it's like there was a shift and a pivot in production. And so me and my friend went into whatever we don't know, we will figure out. That's how great things are born. So you can't be in a stressful, somebody was on their computer the other day, and they were on a Zoom call. And so they have a touch screen computer. So they touched the screen and they knocked off the Zoom, so like they couldn't see themselves anymore. The Zoom was still on. They were still having a conversation, but where they touched took the screen off so they couldn't see themselves. So they instantly panicked and went into, I don't know, I can't see the screen anymore. And so I'm sitting right there. I'm like, I went to go bring the screen back up, and they just got so mad. Don't you do it. Like, okay. Like, clearly maybe I know nothing, but I do like a bazillion Zooms. Before Zoom was popular, baby, I was Zooming and doing all my webinars and clients in them. But anyway, that level of freak out makes you miss your blessing. That makes you get away from peace. Who wants to be freaked out about a Zoom? Not I, said the cat. Nobody want to be freaked out like that. Some of y'all, when you get ready to go live, you be like, oh, shit, where do I look? Like, first of all, calm all that down. Like, that is just stress. Who wants to live like that? Not I, darling. Nope. No. So, all of these things are things that you get to overcome if you choose. And I believe that you get to have understanding of how things work. You need there's a basics, a fundamental way of thinking, so that no matter what the environment does, you're able to shift. So this class is going to be very, very powerful for you. You can take it at your own pace. Right now, the first few people get it for $97. I don't know how many people signed up because I forgot to track it. Let's be clear. Let me give y'all the link. But I'm just going to go through all of these like technical things that people make bigger than they are. The tools and the technology. And what you really walk away with is peace of mind, knowing that, oh, now I can truly, like, if there's something that I want to do, I think properly so that I can, if I don't know, I will manifest the result. I will manifest the right resource. It will be on my timeline in 5 seconds. Everything will be, my senses will be keen so that I can pick up whatever resource I need. God is my source and everything else is a resource. And so because I trust God, I don't have to freak out about some tech thing that I don't know. So anyway, this class is going to be amazing. We'll cover simple things like, well, I say simple, but some of you guys are going to be like, really, that's not simple. But we will cover, let me go find what the things are. Creating webinars, creating Facebook groups that you can either build your community in and deliver products and services from. So I'm going to give you these tools and then show you all of the options that you have with each one. So what's going to do for you is you're going to really be like, oh my God, like I'm ready now. I can do this now. It's going to be so good. Creating an email list and building your email list. Your go live tools and tricks. Thank you, E3P Ministry. Your business page versus your personal page, what I've learned and the results that I've seen, marketing and sales pages that you need to collect your money and your emails, like the difference between the marketing and sales pages and landing pages in general. Like everybody's talking about landing pages, and I think it's just a buzzword. So let's just be clear. A landing page is just the page that people land on. From there, you have to decide what action you want the people to take, which then gives you more information on which page to choose or which company to use. But your clarity is key because there's a million products, and so you'll get overwhelmed with products, okay? But anyway, this tech class is going to be super, super fun because I'm just going to go through all the things that I use to literally make 6 figures on the internet. And I use these same techniques when I was working in the salon and making 6 figures. So it doesn't matter if you're physical or digital. We're going to talk about understanding how to navigate online so you can work anything, because it's so funny. Like I was working with one of my clients, like I'm not a WordPress expert, but because I understand the internet, It was really simple to go into the back end of her WordPress and go, oh, you need to click this button and go here, go here. Because I understand how things work. And that's what you need. You need to know how to fish. You don't need to know, like, you just need to know how to fish. Because honestly, once you learn the lingo and once you understand how to navigate, new things are going to come and you're going to intuitively begin to know how to work things. So it's no longer cute to be saying, I'm not tech savvy. I think that is bonkers. I think that is ridiculous, which was also brings me back to the point of this live stream. You are always prophesying over yourself. You are always prophesying over yourself. Your voice, it's so funny how we glean to other voices, but at the end of the day, I am a result of my most dominant thought. I am a result of my most dominant belief. I am a result of the conversation that I have the most with myself. And so if I'm a result of that, that means what I say, I see in my life. Therefore, I need to constantly be saying the right things that I want to see in my life, which is why I titled the class, I Am Tech Savvy. I was thinking about the titles and, I came up with some very cute titles. And then I thought, no, the thing that everybody keeps saying is that they're not tech savvy. And so that's why they're behind. I want to spank your hand just a little bit and encourage you to stop that, because that's no longer cute. Baby, this pandemic is changing everything. There is a new normal. So Zooms, you was going to have your kids in Zoom. You need to understand how things work. And you need to learn how to think so that you're not a freak out person, because I don't even understand living like that. You have to, and it's a hard cycle to break, a hard way of thinking to break, when you've just made it okay to be like, oh, I'm not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy. And so I can just get away with what I've been doing because everything is the way that it is, until the pandemic hit. I'm not tech savvy. And now my business couldn't shift to digital really quickly. I'm not tech savvy. And now my kids got to be all on the internet and I don't even know how to push start. Like, that ain't cute. It's not. And you can get mad or offended, but also I just think that the truth is better than some sugar-coated, almost better than some sugar-coated grits. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But listen, moral of the story is, you are always prophesying over your day. You are always prophesying over yourself, your children. Do you call your children ratchet? Do you call your children ignorant, stupid? Your words are circulating. And so just be a good steward of what's coming out of your mouth. And it takes time to redirect and recorrect and correct and correct and correct. So be gracious with yourself. It is the International Kindness Day. Smile and make someone else smile. Oh, I love that. That's awesome, Haas. Hey, Duana. Hey, Dr. Priscilla. Expecting week revamp to be awesome. All right. Keisha, I'm waiting to get you some grits. I'm a result of my most dominant belief. Yes. And so we have to just be careful, because we're always chanting something. Oh, I don't know about that makeup. Ladies, you do it to me all the time. Girl, if I was skinny like you, I don't know how you, I don't know about makeup. I don't know this and I don't know that. And I just be like this. So I just woke up knowing? No, I learned it. And I believe that you can learn everything and anything that you desire to learn. So the question is, do you actually want it? And if you do, when will you work on it? Because anything that I want, I work on. I work on continuously until I see it as a result of my life. Period. Period. Like, we talk about the little details, even just me having floor to ceiling windows around my entire place, from my bedroom to the front room. Like, I purposely, I was like, oh, my next high rise, I've lived in several high rises. I was like, this next one, I need floor to ceiling. People be lying saying it's floor to ceiling, but it'd be like the top and then it kind of stop right near the floor. I want panoramic view. I have to be very specific. I don't know when or how. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna come up on it. When it come up on it, I'm gonna get it. That's what it's gonna be like. But I spoke that. And so I see that, I live that. I don't live no other kind of way. So this, by the way, this way of living doesn't make sense to a lot of people because they be like, well, what? Huh? So this definitely requires a shift in you, and it definitely requires you to be a little bit more ballsy than the average person. And it definitely requires you to just understand that when you write things, they come to pass. Like I just wrote out a bunch of stuff. It's done. As soon as I start writing, and as long as I'm in action, it's done. It's just a matter of time. It's on its way. And so to the extent that you are like training yourself, so you got to put yourself in training because we're always training anyway. If you ain't training yourself, the TV is telling you that there's just a million people dying in 5 seconds and this whatever. Like that's training you and just giving you a way of thinking and being. But also you can turn that off and just put yourself in your own training. When I was in beauty school, I looked around the curriculum and I said, this curriculum doesn't support where I see myself going. So I walked right over to my director's office and I said, hi, I signed up for a loan. I've never gotten a loan this large. And everything that I see in this curriculum doesn't support where I'm going. So here's my schedule and here's my training. And I will respect and honor your protocol here. But these are the things and these are the times that I shall work on these things because I have somewhere to go. And so your curriculum doesn't support that, although it says that it does. So I just went ahead and redesigned my own. And here we are. I graduated like valedictorian, basically, like the most whatever they get. Like I was the ringleader. Because, and also my career in beauty went really, really well because I realized that if I wanted to actually see what I was saying, that my daily visualization, my daily words, and everything that I'm surrounding myself with needed to align. And so if I'm not seeing something in my life, all I have to do is pay attention and see where am I not in alignment, and then get in alignment and do it as much as possible, as often as possible, until it's just a natural state of being for you. Until it's a natural state of being for you. I hate when I hear parents call their kids names like stupid and dumb. My heart breaks in Walmart. I want to fight them. Yeah, it really rubs me the wrong. I think parents, I get that children are off the chain. I get it. I was one of those children. But I'm going to tell you, and you know this, first of all, ask yourself, if somebody said to you what you just said to your child, what would you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're little humans. Like they're not adults, but they're growing and you're shaping their mind. And if you have a negative mentality, if you have a negative mouth, if you are always complaining about what you don't have, you are embedding a way of being in them to do the same thing. And if you want your life to be different, if you want their life to be different, then you've got to do something. You've been given that child. You have to be a good steward over that child. You've been given the child. You're supposed to govern yourself and them. So it's like, I mean, you know, like you're running things. And kids are not little robots. They have emotions. They have feelings. And these new kids, these 2020 kids, I asked my nephew, can I come to his house? And he literally just stopped and he was thinking about it. And he was like, this isn't my house. So you would have to ask my mom because this is my mom's house. And so, Mom, can she come to our house? Like, my sister just looked at me and we looked at each other. We was like, this is facts. These kind of kids, they think through things, you know. So they are processing they're processing way more than we used to process. Whew. And they have like all this little logic. So yeah, kids are special and they didn't ask to be here. So you need to get your life together. You can't be mad because you broke and your baby daddy broke and whatever's going on. You can't be mad about that. You chose the wrong person. Choose again. Figure it out because they didn't ask to be here. So whatever you got to do to get it together so that their lives can be great, that's your responsibility, in my opinion. Whatever. Agree, disagree. Here we are. That's my opinion. You can have yours. Anything I want, I learn it. I work on it until I get it. Boom. My new slogan. Thanks, boo. You're welcome. Because that's really how it goes. And that's why a lot of people are waiting on the government to give them another check or something. Like, what? What are we talking about here? Like anything I want, I get, period. And even in a pandemic. And even today, I'm like, today's gonna amaze me. I can tell, I feel it in the air. And I feel that every day. But there are moments when I just go, it's time to go to another level. It's time. It's time to elevate. It's time to play bigger. It's time to put yourself in more uncomfortable shoes and feel them. The end. So just remember that you're always prophesying over your day. You're always prophesying over your life. You're always like, always, always, always. You are always saying it and then seeing it. And so if you want to see something different in your life, say something different. I had grits everywhere. Anyway, moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. Good day, good morning, good night. Hello, hello, hello. That's Beyonce. Hello, you had me at hello. Let me see if I can find the song. I really love that song. But I'm gonna find 5 seconds of it because Facebook be done cut me off. Hold on. Let's see if I can get the last. Hello. Yes! That's the one part that was playing in my head. Just thought I would share that with you guys. Hello. Hello. You had me at hello. Okay, I'm complete. Come on, sing, sis. Good to see you, love. So, elevation time, yes. But I mean, really take on that thought process of, if I want it, I can figure it out and I will have it. The end. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything is figure outable. Everything can be gotten. Anything that I want, even if it takes time. Some of you guys are letting time deter you. Seriously thinking of moving to Dallas from Brooklyn. Oh, it'll be a wonderful change for you. I love Dallas. Dallas is I've lived all over the United States. I've traveled all over the United States. Almost, I think I'm at like 35 states or something like that. Listen, Dallas is an amazing space to live in. Me, I'm like a nomad kind of. Like, I like to live everywhere. I'm going to have a property in Dallas. Because Dallas is just always, I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. I believe that anybody can go there and come up real quick. The jobs, the customers, it's just a beautiful place to sit up and grow. So yeah, Dallas is an amazing place. I love Texas. It's awesome. Hold on. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's beautiful morning. Elevation. Yes. Elevation and overflow. What does overflow look like in your life as it relates to time? What does overflow look like in your life, in your kitchen? Like, sometimes you only buy like enough. It's like, buy more, buy a lot of stuff. Like, look in your fridge. Have you ever just looked in your fridge? You got so much food and it's like, it's exciting. Like, that's a small, simple example, but what does overflow look like in all the different areas? Like, if I look down, I got all these big value packs of these big old things. Oh, this is a good thing you can do squats with. Make that like a kettlebell. Like, what does overflow look like, in your bank account? Clearly. What does overflow look like in your makeup supply? What does overflow? Not hoarding, but you know what I'm saying? Overflow, like just having more than enough. I think you should just play with that and live it and feel it. It feels really good. And it also helps you live from just a really clean, nice, beautiful, peaceful state. So I hope that you got inspired. Thank you for your feedback. Yes, especially if you're in the beauty industry, please go. Like, beauty industry everywhere, people are lazy, and if you can just be basic and consistent, you should be making 6 figures in the beauty industry. Period. You guys are hilarious. I think I'm about to go back straight. I'm about to do my hair. But anyway, I love you. And I wanted to say good morning while I have my grits and eggs and toast girls and guys. And I wanted to remind you that I am enrolling for my I Am Tech Savvy course bundle. Okay. And I'm going to go through all of the different things. So if you know you're a creator and you need to get really understanding on doing Zooms and webinars and just creating and sharing online, making your digital flyers, and just going to be a really amazing bundle. I'm like excited about it. And I'm going to make sure that you walk away knowing anything that I want to create online, I can create, because there's an understanding that you need. That way, as things change, you don't have to freak out. I want everybody out of overwhelm and out of this thought process of they're not tech savvy. So check it out. The link's in the comments. There's a sale on the pricing. And then when it's done, it's done. Yes, overflow, multiple options, exciting and choosing daily. Yes, abundance. Yes. We do, a lot of times you're just doing just enough. Like someone was filling up my gas tank and they were like, fill it all the way up. And I'm like, what other way would there be to get gas? You got to fill your car up, but then I realized that, there's a time where it's like, I'm going to put $10 in. What? No. But I just had forgot that was a way of, and I hadn't thought about that since I was, 18. So it's like, yes, overflow in every way. Overflow, overflow, overflow. Always more than enough. Always flow, 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 flow. The end. Thank you for your feedback. You're welcome. I love you all. Remember that you're always prophesying over your day. My what I posted earlier today is today will amaze me in a wonderful way. 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 I can't even it's going to be so wonderful. I'm going to be so amazed. Today will amaze me in a wonderful way. Say that with me. Today will amaze me in a wonderful way. Today will amaze me in a wonderful way. Don't worry about how. God knows the desires of your heart. And you should have clear goals somewhere. So it's like all of my goals, they're known. So I'm just looking. I'm in action on them. And I'm looking for just wonders, miracles and wonders. Miracles and wonders. Today will amaze me in a wonderful way. I love you for watching. I'm Lakeisha from LakeishaMichelle.com. I will see you guys on another live stream. Until next time, darlings. Ta-ta.